are unfortunately working from home. So here we are to explore today, utilizing EasiShare and Splunk, how you can monitor the inflow and the outflow of your organization's intellectual property, giving you a bird's eye view on what was shared and what was received. So these are the real-time business insights that lets your organization's turn data into action. I'd like to begin this session with a round of introduction of who's who lah, okay? From the principals who gave us their full support, we have EasiShare. They are the experts who create enterprise-grade, secured file sharing platforms, an easy-to-use solution to boost workplace efficiency and productivity for all sectors. We also have Splunk with us today. They are the experts in creating solutions for searching, monitoring, and analyzing machine-generated big data, a leader among leaders in Gartner's SIEM Magic Quadrant. And now, from the distributors who make this event possible, we have Optineum Solutions, who is the sole distributor for EasiShare, as well as Westcon Malaysia, where I'm from, is the value-added distributor for Splunk and many other solutions. So with the introduction out of the way, right, let's have a quick rundown on the agendas of today's session. So first off, we will have Techway from EasiShare to give us an introduction on all there is to know about EasiShare, followed by an introduction of Splunk by my colleague Firdaus, and subsequently a demo session integrating EasiShare and Splunk conducted by Lim and Firdaus. And finally ending the whole session today with a Q&A session. So right after today's session, right, we would also like to hear your feedback regarding our session today and how we can keep improving to give you better sessions in the future. So do keep a lookout on this platform's chat box for a survey link from us. Now, a lot of us was asking me several days before this webinar, like, hey, Wei-Zi, got free gifts if I join this webinar. So my short and simple answer to them was this the answer is yes. So all you have to do is just fill up the survey link in the chat box at the bottom right corner, okay? And then you can stand a chance to win mystery gifts or even a free consultation to your company from us. So before we start with our first presenter of the day, okay, we will now take a look at two short videos, with one from Westcon Malaysia and one from EasiShare.
As businesses experience ongoing digital transformation, new opportunities are created. With subscription and consumption models taking hold in a cloud-based world, exciting openings emerge for vendors, partners and channel players, creating a new breed of distribution. That's why at Westcon, we're creating a future built on winning alliances. Working with partners, we combine our deep industry insight with energy, expertise and entrepreneurship. Aligned with market-leading vendors, we support partners with vendor-specific sales and marketing, enabling them to deploy world-class solutions from established and emerging technology providers. We create integrated offerings across complementary vendor alliances, and we manage vendor-facing fulfillment and deployment complexities, freeing partners up to focus on their core business. Our local footprint also means we can find a tailor-made solution with a personal touch, right down to the smallest detail. Because at Westcon, it is personal. It's about building a winning team. To help maximize partners' investment in working with us, we employ EDGE, our consistent partner framework to marketplace engagement. This unique, tried and tested approach translates our value into partner revenue and growth. And when it comes to delivering an end-to-end solution, partners can draw on Westcon's value-add services. Training, support, pre-sales, supply chain, logistics, and global deployment. We believe the future is exciting and filled with opportunity. By partnering with the channel's most outstanding levels of value and service, be certain that you're part of a winning team.
Do you need to share large-size files among colleagues or with third-party vendors? While complying with your data protection policies? EasiShare is a secure file sharing platform that helps you share files with internal and external parties easily. And you don't need to compromise any of your existing data security policies. Users get to access, share, and edit large files using a single platform securely. Anytime, anywhere. We haven't forgotten the IT team. EasiShare allows you to integrate with other systems and solutions seamlessly. You also get to access a centralized and an easy-to-use admin portal to have complete control over policies and visibility over user activities. Learn how EasiShare helps enterprises secure their data with people in mind. Visit www.easyshare.com.
Okay, without any further delay, let's start our session today with the first presenter. His name is Teck Wei, and he will be giving all of us an introduction of EasiShare. Over to you, Teck Wei.
Thank you, Wei-Zi. Good morning, everybody. Yep, just let me share my slides. Okay. Yeah, so I would like to first thank the Westcon team and our Malaysia distributor, Optineum, for putting this together. So let me start with a bit of introduction of our company, which are Inspire Tech. So we are established in the year 2000 and headquartered in Singapore. So we develop solutions that serve government and enterprises alike. We have a couple of products that we have developed, and for today, we are really focusing on EasiShare. So jumping into today's theme, right, about data. So what we do see is that actually 90% of the data is unstructured data. So what is unstructured data? It's basically like your files, your videos, sound clips and stuff. And the nature of this data, right, really is they're everywhere. They move a lot. They grow a lot as well. And this is really a lot about data growth. And they can be both an asset and liability at the same time. So they are an asset because of the value that can be harnessed from them, as well as a liability because there are significant investments that are required to really protect them and secure your organization. Now, seeing from the IT perspective, which I think most of the participants here are from, increasingly we do see that there are a lot of answers expected from IT. For example, you're required to answer like who have access to this unstructured data, these files. What are these files that are being shared? Which of these files are sensitive and confidential? Who exactly is receiving or sharing these files? And when are all this happening exactly? So we do realize that in a lot of organizations, the answers is definitely it's difficult to find out, very troublesome to check because the systems are built to give convenience to users, but may not be so convenient when it comes to finding out the answers to some of these questions. And what if these are not addressed in the organization, right? We see that there are a lot of data breaches that can happen. So one case that I may want to highlight is the one on the left, which is the New Zealand Central Bank. So this just happened within this month, actually early this month, whereby the New Zealand Central Bank has sort of a little bit of a breach due to file sharing services that they were using. So before moving on, right, I think I just want to share a little bit of trends in this space, probably starting before 2010, and just understand our workplace and what has changed. And after that, I'll share a little bit of like how EasiShare actually grown over the years to reach where we are today. So before 2010, I think a lot of you all recall that most of the work is actually done in internal office. While we have mobile phones, they are usually used for calls, rarely used to work with documents or unstructured data. So most of the time, the files are all in office. At most, you have some sort of SMB shared drives, we call like Windows shared drives. And after that, 2010 to 2015, certain things happen, which is actually iPhone and things like Dropbox. So increasingly, you notice that users start to expect that they are able to access their files from outside the organization. So there is a little bit of disruption in terms of how IT has to serve the needs of the users there. Of course, it comes with the risk that things are opened up onto the internet now. And what change next is actually this concept of distributed IT. So not only that the users are expecting this, using these files outside of the organization, things are getting more global, and then there's also expectations that in order to have the speed and the efficiency, the IT infrastructure becomes distributed, and that's where there's a rise of cloud computing and that sort of thing. And now we even talk about edge and IoT, etc. And finally, in this moment, I think from 2020 to now, there's a lot of talk about like interoperable ecosystems. We talk about microservices, having systems that integrate together. Systems should not be isolated, or you should not have a system that is very large and dependent. So that's the gist of what has happened over the past few years. And now I'd like to share like how actually EasiShare ride on the trends and provide solutions to tackle some of the challenges in each of the phases here. So at the start, EasyShare really did not exist. How it come about is that we in Singapore work with our Infocom Development Authority. Now it's called IMDA. They had this idea of Project Sync and Share because as a government organization, they are very concerned about security, and they do see that there is some rise in mobility, and they want to have a sort of like a secure file sharing solution that can address the challenges and be secure at the same time. And that is where EasyShare started from a proof of concept to going live around between 2010. Now, as we evolve, we notice that security is becoming a topic over the years. And what happened is we became an accredited product under the IMDA scheme. So we get accredited. And finally, at this stage, right, what we are really looking at is that to have our EasyShare system, which is very strong in secure file sharing, right, and to integrate them with partner solutions that add value. For example, like today we are talking about Splunk, and that's where we do technology partnerships to bring more value to our customers. Okay. And so this is where EasyShare is now. It has transformed from just a mobility file sharing solution to today an enterprise file security platform that allows you to manage, share, and govern your files. Okay, so the overview of use cases that our customers use us for, on the left, we have the IT-driven use cases, and on the right, we have the workplace productivity-driven use cases. So for example, on the technology side, there could be a need for infrastructure modernization in terms of storages, and it could also be driven by security initiatives, for example, banning of USB thumb drives, because sometimes these thumb drives are the risk that there's a loss of the thumb drive resulting in data breaches. And on the right, this is really some of the pain points faced by the users. For example, large file transfers. Typically, when files get large, it's not as easy to share as some of the smaller files that we deal with, as well as collaborating among colleagues to have a secure environment for that collaboration and not relying on third-party cloud what I call as consumer tools to actually do corporate confidential work. And finally, the common one today, we also talk a lot about like file backup. So that is where EasyShare comes in as well. So I just want to jump into one use case for today, right? It's really about the security part. So we serve one of the largest bank in Singapore, and this team is really about secure large files exchanges between banks. So what were the challenges that they had was that they were using like the traditional SFTP. So they felt that there was a lack of audit and traceability. And like I said, increasingly today's IT are expected to answer a lot of like these questions that I've raised earlier on. And they were also having challenges in managing and updating all these SFTP accounts, which tends to be a very onerous process. And third, they were also having challenges to actually verify the receiving party's identity. So with EasyShare coming in now, they are able to securely share files of even more than 10 GB. They have a comprehensive file activity of monitoring through our audit logs. And finally, when they do a third-party sharing, there is a process that we have in EasyShare that is issuing a one-time PIN for verification. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, so why EasyShare? Why is EasyShare different from other file sharing solutions that's out in the market? So how we see is that we understand that different customers have different risk profiles, especially it depends on what is the type of data that is being shared and what is the kind of data that your organization deal with. So this result in different needs. So the thing that we encourage a lot and we design our product is flexibility. So you may notice that some of the consumer grade solutions outside, they may not have that flexibility and you may not have a lot of choices when you adopt them. So for our flexibility, we look at 3 points. First, in terms of deployment option, you can do it on-premise, you can do it on cloud, as well as you can do it in hybrid. Next, in terms of architecture, you have a choice of doing it single tier, you can do it N tier, like 2 tier or 3 tier, and you can also embrace what we call as an air gap. So this is one on maximum security, whereby the intranet network and the DMZ internet network is isolated through our air gap technology. And third, we also see that a lot of storage players have been coming out, and each of them have their unique innovations for specific use cases. So we work with a lot of all these state-of-the-art storage players. So for today's webinar, I wouldn't really be going to all the scenarios, but I think what I would like to say is that we have a lot of options available for you, and feel free to reach out to us to really just find out more about what is the best deployment methods for your organizational needs as well. Next, I'll jump on to the features. So I'll give a high level first. Later on, there will be a demo that revolves around these 3 key areas that I will be sharing on this slide. So first, in EasiShare, we really focus on secure sharing. We have a 2-factor authentication with OTP, link expiry, and there's a very special view-only mode. So when this chat is done, there is no download possible. So this will be shown in a demo later as well. The second area is that we have this concept called document tagging, whereby you can tag documents based on their sensitivity or confidentiality and then bind them to policies, blocking the ability to share confidential documents. So this really helps to prevent accidental sharing. So as you know, sometimes users, it's not that they purposely want to share something, it's that they accidentally share and the system is not stopping them. So this is where EasiShare comes in as well. And last but not least, this is really for the admins, whereby we always have to answer a lot of questions about like who is sharing this file, when is all this being shared. So we purposely design our audit logs to be easy to understand, not those technical jargons whereby you might even need to go to Google to search out like, oh, what is this message about? And so we see that some other systems, they have audit logs, but typically you need additional tools or additional skill sets to understand it. And if you can, for our system, right, it's really very easy to understand. And the last part that I would like to just highlight is that, as I mentioned now, today we are seeing ourselves and not as a single solution, and we definitely are not looking to cover all use cases. And we work with a lot of partners to become a platform. So we have data protection, threat prevention, and specifically for today, we work with Splunk because they are very strong in SIEM, and we believe that by having our audit logs being put through their system, our customers can have more visibility and be better able to answer the questions that I've raised earlier when I was started my sharing. And with that, that's the last part of my sharing. So let me pass this back to Wei Zi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teck Wei, for the introduction. Now let's continue our session with an introduction from Splunk before we head on to the demo session. Over to you, Firdaus.
Right now, events that could affect your business are happening everywhere. Data is happening across devices, systems, and interactions. And you're probably spending too much time managing that data. Wouldn't you rather be putting it to work? Meet Splunk, the Data to Everything platform. It can help you turn data into doing, so you can make IT, security, and every part of your organization work better. But where do you start? First, you need to know what's happening. Splunk's investigative approach means you don't have to structure your data before you ask it questions, and adding new data sources on the fly is easy. So you can add data from here, here, and even here. With countless sources at your fingertips, you'll find insights that can help you improve service levels, reduce costs, mitigate threats, and deepen customer understanding. And insights are just the beginning. The Data to Everything platform is built to get stuff done. It's loaded with features and tools that fully harness the power of machine learning, automation, and orchestration, so you can make faster decisions and take faster action. And because it's all on Splunk, you'll have less complexity to manage, which brings us to the future. Data is a big part of our lives, and it's going to get bigger. By investing in technologies like mobile, augmented reality, and natural language processing, Splunk is enabling more types of users to access more types of data. That's the power of the Data to Everything platform. Discover what innovators at organizations everywhere already know, that when you bring data to everything, anything is possible. Let's turn data into doing.
Hi, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for having me here today. My name is Muhammad Firdaus as a technical engineer representing Westcon Malaysia. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Splunk was introduced in 2003. The name Splunk comes from splunking, meaning to explore underground cave. Splunking means to explore big data and machine-generated data. Splunk mission is making machine data accessible, usable, and available to everyone. Splunk was created to address these data challenges. We unlock machine data, so anyone can ask any question and get clear answer in the real time. Now you may still be thinking, what exactly is Splunk? Splunk is a software technology used to monitor, search, analyze, and action on the visual machine-generated data collected from website, application, sensor devices, and etc., which make up your IT infrastructure and business in real time. Splunk Enterprise is the leading platform for real-time operational intelligence. We take machine-generated data generated by your IT system and your technology infrastructure, so you will know things sitting in your data center and could be a physical, virtual, or in the cloud. We turn that into valuable insight and help you make sense out of it. These are Splunk features. From index data, Splunk will search and investigate from any application management, operation management, security compliance, and etc. After that, Splunk will add knowledge, monitor and alert, and generate report and also analyze. This is a Splunk of components. It consists of a forwarder, indexer, and search head. Forwarder. What is a forwarder? Forwarder is a collect data from remote machine, then forward data to the index in real time. Indexer is a process the incoming data in real time. It also store and indexes the data on disk. Search head. End user was interact with Splunk through search head. It allows user to do search, analysis, and visualization. How Splunk collect data? Splunk accept any text data as input such as from server and app logs, security data, network devices, database, IoT sensor data, and web logs. Splunk capability of breaking that data into event as like row in database table. Then it store data into indexes as like table in relational database format. Splunk also have capability of searching and run search of those indexes and build good report with alert. This is functionality of Splunk. Splunk can analyze system performance. Splunk can troubleshoot any failure condition. Splunk can monitor business metric. Splunk can investigate a particular outcome. Splunk can create dashboard to visualize and analyze result. Splunk can store and retrieve data for later use. Before we explore the product we offer, let's take a moment to understand Splunk as a whole. As we look at the market today, we see that every company has their own expanding universe of real-time data. In addition to the application server and database that run modern company, we now see data ingestion from every digitized artifact with its own slice of information that's critical to the business. Organizations of all sizes have told us that they see the potential value in real time, but data turning it into action is incredibly difficult because of data silo, data lake, master data management, point data management solution, and ETL. At Splunk, we are focused on ingesting that data from all kinds of different sources and turning it into meaningful business outcome across the customer organization. We help data into doing, bringing data to everything. As a company needs have evolved, every company is on journey that include not only investigation and monitoring, but also require analysis and action. Nearly every data problem require a combination of this skill, and each get more powerful if they can share data with one another. At Splunk, we have here to guide customer on this complete data journey. In addition to the knowledge and expertise, we are investing in tool at each stage of this journey. Splunk provides one platform to deliver all capability across all four pillars, and is built to unlock value across your organization as your use case scale and your business evolve. Both IT security department are on the same journey to develop this capability. They are both passing a similar set of data to run investigation, monitor the system, run analysis, and ultimately take action. The question in front of us is whether company want to continue to use part of different tools and service to grow the skill across all four this capability in different departments. At Splunk, we believe that there are massive value in consolidating your effort to put Splunk at the center of both your network operation center as well as your security operation center to help you move beyond investigation, monitoring to analysis and action. As you know, Splunk Cloud and Splunk Enterprise help customers access an ever-expanding data universe powered by AI and machine learning. Splunk is unique in our ability to help customers increase operational velocity, predict future outcome for a wide range of IT, security, and business scenario, and take action to drive tangible business outcome. Splunk position as a leader in Gartner 2020 Magic Quadrant for Security Information and Event Management (SIEM). Splunk was 6 years in a row as a leader. Splunk was moved higher in ability to execute. This graphic was published on 18 February 2020 by Kelly, Toby, and Gorka. Trusted by organizations with world highest security standard. More than 10,000 customers in 100 countries have purchased Splunk. This includes a majority of the Fortune 100, enterprise, service provider, government agency in 100 countries use Splunk to improve service level, reduce IT operation costs, mitigate security risks, and drive new level of operational use. As they gain new visibility into the real-time and historical machine data, Splunk customers are finding answers and solving the most challenging issue facing IT and business. Here, you will see got multiple industry trusted organization from cloud online service, government, retail, education, healthcare, from technology, energy utilities, manufacturing, telecommunication, financial service, media and entertainment, travel and transportation. At Splunk, we have set of purpose-built solutions that can help our customer achieve outcome faster. Here is a look Splunk premium solution. On IT side, we have Splunk IT Service Intelligence. For development ops, SeniorFX and VictorOps are providing robust application development solution. On the security side, we have Splunk Enterprise Security, Splunk User Behavior Analytics, and Splunk Phantom. When we look at the business analytics and beyond, we find Splunk Industrial IoT. In conclusion, we can understand that Splunk is an analytic engine for machine data. Splunk gives you the power to starting asking the question that you want to ask, the answer to which are important to driving your business because you can really correlate all information from a bunch of different sources. That's all from me. Thank you. Happy Splunking.
All right. Thank you, Firdaus, for the Splunk introduction. Okay. Before we begin the long-awaited demo session, right, I'd like to remind everyone to post all your questions in the chat box at the bottom right corner there. Right? Bottom right corner should be here because my camera is inverted. Anyways, our panelists will try our best to answer you there. Okay. Now, let's begin with the final portion. From the perspective of an IT manager who currently have EasiShare and Splunk installed in its organization, the demo session will first begin with Lim from Optineum Solutions, showcasing the features and functionalities of EasiShare. And then Firdaus from Westcon Malaysia will proceed to ingest EasiShare's audit logs into Splunk's platform called Splunk Enterprise, presenting to you the business insights and findings in the form of dashboards. Over to you, Lim and Firdaus.
All right. Okay. A very good morning to everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself as Lin, and I'm the pre-sales for EasyShare to Optineum Solutions, which is the distributors for EasyShare in Malaysia. Before I share you the demos, we'd like to thank you. Subway share some data breach examples which occurred recently during the earliest presentations. And for this demo, I'm going to show you how EasyShare can overcome the problem in terms of sharing important files over to outside of the companies or organizations on your site. I hope you will enjoy the demos. Okay. Last and not least, once my demo complete, and I will hand it over to Splunk, and they were going to show you how the Splunk solutions will help to see more information with the user activity and more with done from myself. All right. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, so this is the admin portal, all right, for the EasyShares and what you're going to see. So at this moment, I will create accounts, all right? So I'll click there, then the usernames, probably I put it on Aaron, done, right? Names will be Aaron. Then emails, I will temporarily put my email and also my contact numbers. And default policies will put on Optimal Solution. And I got no expiry date of the accounts, and I'm not the admin, right? So I click the save. So you can see Aaron over here. I will sign out. So back to the emails. The email has been created and active. All right, so I need to click in, and you will see this is the user account. All right, so I'll put in. log in. So a new password will be needed. Alright, to that I will log in. So this is the dashboard of the users every time. And the second thing is I will create a dump folder. Probably I call it is a test folder. Current time folder. Right. And from errand times, I can drag or drop the file, or I can browse over here. So for these examples, I will put dot test1 dot docx. Okay, and this will be flows that you can tag or edit the document if you want it. So for this demo, I will put as default, and you will see the file is being uploaded. All right, it's successful. Then the next things will be I need to right click and share. So probably I will put a name and the recipient's information and also my contact. So you can put whatever message that you want to appears and the links. So for these examples, for these demos, I'll put the OTP, all right, and only share only, right? So before I share it out, I need to add the recipient.
One, two, three. Hi, my name is Muhammad Firdaus, as technical engineer representing Westcon Malaysia. I hope everyone is in their best condition. Alright, without further ado, I will show you a demo of Splunk integration with EasiShare. As we know, Splunk is a software technology used to monitor, search, analyze, and visual the machine-generated data collected from the websites, applications, sensor devices, and etc., which make up your IT infrastructure and business in real time. Based on the scenario just now, we know IT administrator have created new user profile name, Aaron Tan. In the demo just now, we can see how the Splunk dashboard show to us all the operation Aaron Tan had performed after logging into EasyShare. For example, he created a file, he also uploaded a file, aside from deleted a file. This is Splunk Enterprise. From here, you can see the list of application, and by default, search and reporting, and additional application is EasyShare. We click here, and we go to dashboard, and we go to the EasyShare overview. Actually, Splunk dashboard can show to us all the operation or information or event from EasyShare logs, such as successful operation, failed operation, type of file, successful upload file, successful delete file, successful login, failed login, and the last one, map location by original IP. So we know IT administrator created name user profile as Aaron Tan and perform operation by create file, upload file, and delete file. So you can see here the statistic about the successful operation include the upload storage, and this one the failed operation is statistic, and we focus on the type of file. So we got a multiple type of file, but how we want to know document test 1 created by Aaron Tan. We open search and we go to statistic and we find the document name document test 1. Yes, we know. We view the event and we got the information, but we can filter by the full name. We go to interesting field and we got 3 value under full name, Aaron Tan, Atan, Aaron Tan test, and we go Aaron Tan. So from here, we know under EasyShare index, file name document 1, full name Aaron Tan. This one the type of file under Aaron Tan operation, which delete file. He has a share item. It's a share item, move file, checkout file, but the easier to display actually we go to the operation here. So we got the checkout file, share item, check in, move, delete, tag, undo checkout file, and upload storage file. So we know document test 1 created by Aaron Tan, and we go to the dashboard and we see the next panel is a success upload file. So we open a search under index EasyShare, operation upload, status A meaning it's a successful, and we stack count by file name, and we go to statistic and we find the document test 1 and we view the view the event. Okay, Splunk will help you to show all information what you need. Actually, operation upload, document name, document test 1, based on the IP, username Aaron Tan, device info, meanings how Aaron Tan access using EasyShare portal. So you know the information, actually Splunk can help you to give the information what you need. And so the next panel is successful delete file. We go to open search the same way. And then we go to statistic, find the document. That's one, we view the event. Yes, you can get exactly information you want to know. Operation delete file. Name document test1 by Aaron Tan based on the IP from EasiShare portal. So the next one is successful login. Okay, here I just custom SPL just to show the top value successful login. So Aaron Tan, you can look here 136, but the Bayu Angra, the top value come by 227, and follow the other click. And the next one is a fail login, also display the top value fail login. We have Aaron Tan test, Bayu Anggara, Dex, Max Chan, Sajid, Krishnan, Ego test 17 February. So from here we know Sajid, the top value fail login. And the last one is a map location. Map location is actually Splunk can help you to trace user based on the IP address. You can see here the location is in Singapore. Okay, actually we go open the search also. Okay, here we need to add command full name. Actually focus on Aaron Tan because we want to know just Aaron Tan. And we take the verbose. Verbose actually can search all event information and search. Sorry. Okay, here Splunk will help you to trace or detect user based on the IP location. So we know Aaron Tan access EasiShare portal from Singapore. Okay. From this demo, actually we can understand that Splunk is an engine for machine data. It gives you an answer to the efficacy you are looking for to boost your business forward, as it helps you correlate all the information from a bunch of different sources in just one platform. Happy Splunking!
All right. Once again, thank you, Lim and Firdaus, for the demo session in showcasing the integration and synergy between EasiShare and also Splunk, and how organizations can fuel their businesses to the next level. While you go through this next short video, please do take the time to write down any questions you would like to ask us, anything in the chat box. We will answer your questions when this short video ends.
This year, we've all learned what happens when our limits are tested. When our Wi-Fi is tested. When our patience is tested. But technology, it delivered. And all of you, you delivered. Welcome. Welcome to the data age. You harness the power of data to keep us connected, make our businesses function, maintain the safety of supply chains and communities. What is the data age? It isn't about the devices. It's about the power of data to make things happen. That's why we've designed the world's first data-to-everything platform, so data heroes like you can keep us all moving forward. It's no small task. That's why we've completely reimagined what Splunk can be. Re-architecting in the cloud, innovating beyond the index, unleashing the raw power of AI and observability. In other words, this isn't your grandmother's Splunk. We are bringing data to IT, security, DevOps, and beyond. Your teams need to bring data to everything like the world depends on it, because, well, it does. Together, we can turn data into doing. So let's get started. It's time to rock the data age.
Okay, so that concludes our demo session, and now I would like to open to the floor for any questions. In the same time, I would also like to introduce Chen Shen from Optineum Solutions to everyone. Say hi and introduce yourself. CS.
Hi, hi, Vizu. Thank you for everyone from joining for this webinar and this event. I am Wai Cheng Shen from Optineum Solution, who is a channel sales. And if you have any question regarding EasiShare solution, then you can look for me and pass back to you, Vizu.
Okay, thank you, Chen Shen. So he will be the person voicing out your questions related to EasyShare. And then Techway from EasyShare will be here to answer them for us. So the same thing goes for me lah, okay? I will be voicing out your questions related to Splunk, and then my colleague Firdaus will be answering them for us. Okay. Let me take a look at the chat box for questions. Okay, we do have a question. This one is related to Splunk. What does the data to everything platform means? Firdaus, can you help me to answer this?
Yes. Okay. The data to everything platform is a design to remove the barrier between data and action so that business can turn data into doing. As a Splunk partner, we want to help customer add on their data. In other words, holistic solution is need to organization able to investigate, monitor, analyze, and add on their data, no matter structured data, unstructured data, or the time Splunk is able to scale from millisecond to months. Splunk is the only solution that's designed to handle all these challenges and help to bring real-time business insight to everything. So the answer is this.
Okay, thank you, Firdaus, for your input. Any questions from EasyShare, Chen Shen?
Oh, yep. There's a questions from EasyShare through the chat box. So I would like to give Techway to answer for these questions. So the question is, what format is the audit logs that is used by EasyShare to be ingested to Splunk?
Okay, thank you, Chen Chen. So yeah, for the integration, what we do is the EasyShare audit logs come in JSON format. So this is a very popular format, JSON. And we chose Splunk to work with because Splunk supports any file format, whether structured or unstructured, and then they are able to add input data into their indexes and search hits. Then that's where like Splunk will collect the data and forward it to other Splunk instances as well. So if you have Splunk, then your Splunk will also give you alerts and event notifications on based on the configuration. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Techway. Over to back to you, Vizu. Any questions for your Splunk?
Yeah, I'm looking at this next question. Okay, it's a short but also a very meaningful one. Okay, so here it goes. The question is, what does Splunk excel at? Firdaus?
Okay. Splunk is best known in IT and security use cases, such as infrastructure monitoring, advanced threat detection, and SOC automation. However, larger business have also expanded into business analytic use cases for predictive analytic and digital marketing optimization. With the flexibility of Splunk platform, customers have started looking into use cases that we could have never dreamed of.
Okay, thank you, Firdaus. Any other questions from related to EasyShare, Shen?
There will be two more questions from me for EasyShare. One more
Okay,
is
you can go with the second one. Yep.
Yep. All right. So does EasyShare support Active Directory integrations? Techway, over to you.
Yep. So definitely we support Microsoft Active Directory. This is one of the most common authentication mechanism, I think, in a lot of organizations. And in line with cloud, right, we're also looking at Azure AD. And on top of all this, we also have our own local authentication as well. And that is where we also allow for a mix of all these. So like I said just now, our design principle is about flexibility. So we have customers that have certain group of users using this or certain authentication methods, while another group is using another authentication method. So this is what EasyShare supports as well.
All right. What about you, Vizu? Splunk or Splunk?
I have another question from Splunk now, okay? Also a short one. The question goes, can Splunk do machine learning? Firdaus, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, the answer is yes, because Splunk has its own application to do machine learning. What we see nowadays is a lot of organization are looking into ML and ML and AI. So Splunk developed an application, MLTK, machine learning toolkits that integrate with all the data you had ingest and create model for ML itself. But of course, organization will need to familiar with ML to carry out this advanced item and task. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Firdaus.
Welcome.
I believe there's one more question, right, from your side?
Yeah. Yep, one more. So basically, these customers that asked this question must have known EasyShare features lah. So these questions, the person asks, how long do files stays in the admin recycle bin? Over to you, Techway.
Yeah, so I think from our feature set, I think we have this two-level recycle bin. So we have the normal user recycle bin and the admin recycle bin. So similarly, in our design principle, right, the retention of these recycle bins, right, is also configurable based on our housekeeping rule. So that is in our admin portal. And on top of just recycle bin, there's a lot of other configurations that controls the retention of like even file sharing links and file requests, what we call as reverse file sharing, whereby rather than you sharing file to an external party, is that you create a unique link to request file from external party to come into your organization. So these are some of the other use cases that we have in EasyShare as well.
All right, thank you, Techway. Over to you, Vizu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Techway. I'm now looking at the chat box again, right? There seems to be two more questions. Okay, so for the time being, right, I will voice them up to you and then pass it to Techway to answer, because it seems like all three questions are related to EasyShare. Okay, I'll begin here. Is this EasyShare overview available as a template that we can import easily? Over to you, Techway.
I mean, not sure what is EasyShare overview, but I interpret it as perhaps maybe trying to do a deployment or implementation. So what we do, most of our customers is on-premise deployment for the security needs. What we have, if you want a quick POC or stuff, we do have VM images from VMware platform or Hyper-V platform that you can import easily if you have Hyper-V or VMware, and then you can start trying out this solution very quickly.
Okay, thank you. Second question. What EasyShare doesn't support?
Okay, this one a bit interesting. I would say specifically, I mean, we focus on secure file sharing. So, if I were to quickly just answer, I would say that in terms of maybe
File format,
this way, why file formats we don't have restriction there, so we really support all files. So just certain limitations come because of the storages itself. And if I were to just explain one is that, for example, we have very good audit logs that's very readable. And then what EasyShare doesn't support is really so-called the advanced SIEM. So I guess that's why we partner with Splunk. So I guess that's how I will answer this question then.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Splunk is also famous for being able to integrate to most, if not all, other solutions lah. That's what makes Splunk so versatile as well. Yeah. So third question, how is EasiShare solution being licensed?
Okay, so maybe broadly, I just share our licensing mechanism, and I think for more details, I think that's where I think Chen Chen can take it offline with this person who asked the question. We do have quite flexible systems, and mainly we work with cloud licensing as well as based on storage-based licensing, capacity-based, what we call. As well, again, we are very flexible, so we do have like sort of like the traditional capex model with the retainer, and we also have subscription model available as well. So I think for details, really, our distributors will be glad to explain more.
Yeah, for this licensing, maybe you can we can further discuss this after this webinar. Then maybe we can talk further about it. But we have, like what Techway say, we have two subscription and for cows and also for storage. And because we are actually restructuring on the pricing during this MCO time, so I will personally message you lah if you have any further questions on the licensing. Over to you. Next.
Okay.
Edu.
I got one last one. This is not a question, but rather a statement. Okay. From the same person who asked, is this EasiShare overview available as a template that we can import easily? Okay. So from the same person, this is his statement. EasiShare overview, which was done during the Splunk demo. I think he was trying to. I think he's trying to clarify what he meant by the EasiShare overview you were talking about just now.
Oh, yeah, got it. So yeah, I think how it works is that you can have an EasiShare solution, then immediately you can actually generate out this JSON file already. It can even be set on an interval to generate out this JSON file so that it can be pumped into Splunk. Yep.
Okay, very clear, very clear. Okay, all right. I think that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank all the panelists again for everyone's time. Jin, as our marketing manager from Westcon Malaysia, for this event. And also thank you everyone again for your attendance today. If you have any further inquiries, right, feel free to reach out to me or Chen Shen. Our contact information is shown to you in the middle of the screen. And I would also like to remind everyone, okay, to fill up the survey link in the chat box. Yes, you can stand a chance to win mystery gifts or free consultations to your company from us. Okay, unfortunately, with the MCO still around, there's no choice but for us to do it online, be it through Microsoft Teams, Zoom, or even WebEx. Okay, so here's to wishing everyone and your families the best of wealth and health. Thank you. So right after this, right, we will also keep the WebEx alive for 10 more minutes. So we will use the extra 10 minutes to answer any of your further questions lah. Thank you, everyone. Okay, it is now 11:25. Thank you all again. Thank you, everyone. We are ending today's event. I hope everyone stay safe and do keep in touch. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.